Welcome to the Boys and Girls Club, Camden edition. This is the anniversary. Let's get this energy up. I need y'all to make some noise. Let's keep this party going. Let's go now. Boys and Clubs Camden, let's get this energy up. Let's go. Showtime. This is the anniversary celebration. Let's go.
They know as soon as we walk in. I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to get the color red, the blue. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your rings up. Moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Second best for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your
Let's keep this energy up. Let's keep this energy up. Boys and Girls Club, this is the anniversary party. DJ Aktive, let's go.
I'm the f***ing man, y'all don't get it, do you? Type of money, everybody acting like they know you. Go uptown, New York City, bitch.
Let's keep this energy up. Make sure you guys donate. Kids, make sure y'all donate. Everybody got to donate. Make sure y'all text.
Women ain't much to do.
Be great,
Wrist
Camden.
playing, got a condo up on Biscayne, still getting brain from a thing. Ain't change. How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid. We'll holler whenever that stop. My team good. We don't really need a mascot. Tell Tune Light One, pass it like a relay. YMCMB, more YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico, J, and Chubb. Shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader. She know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her. Oh, that's how you feel, man. That's really how you feel. Cause the pimpin' nice cold. All these just wanna chill. I mean, maybe she won't. And again, maybe she will. I can almost guarantee she know the deal. Real nigga, what's up? Now she want a photo. You already know though. You only live once. That's the motto. Get YOLO and we bout it every day. Every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench. But we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him, can't money in the way, real way, what's up,
Make sure you guys donate. Let's go. Energy up.
I can't read about it. Burns the skin from your eyes. I'll do fine without it. Here's when you don't compromise.
It's an anniversary celebration right now.
On in disguise. They didn't need to fight it out, not fine without it. Spare your seedy judgments. Who says that part of our lives? You want money, you control witness. I leave you lonely, don't monkey with the business. You pay the profits to justify the reasons.
The Boys and Girls Club of Camden, this is how we
This stuff is starting now. It's the same feeling I always seem to get around you. There's no mistaking, I'm clearly taken by the simple mere thought of you.
Él quiere tu azúcar y tú no se lo das. Esa morena está sabrosa y cuando tú la tocas ella se vuelve loca. Mami, el negro está rabioso y quiere tu azúcar y tú no se lo das. Esa morena está sabrosa y cuando tú la tocas ella se vuelve loca. Yo lo que quiero es esa loca, loca. ¿Y qué será lo que quiere el negro? Yo lo que quiero es esa loca. Let's go. Hey, hey, baby,
Make sure you guys donate.
She was like, okay, started clapping like, hey, baby, she told me that her mom is Latin, yeah, Asian. Abuela loca, abuelo Haitian. Yo soy cubano and I'm impatient, so do me a favor, let's get conversation. I just wanna taste you, ASAP, take you, ASAP to the room, ASAP, zoom, zoom, ASAP, boom, boom, take that. Ooh, I like it. When you fight that, mami, el negro está rabioso, él quiere tu
donate. That's how we doing it. Let's go.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. To the song playing on the radio.
Close your eyes, let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it, there ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind, lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. All night, dance you in the sunlight. Rock with you all night. Gonna rock the night.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go.
Face, chubby waist, 6 legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beat scholar, air dropper. Do my thing, mother. My Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, don't hit, everybody here, get your backs off the wall, 'cause misdemeanor said so.
want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh, my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much.
I'm alive. When you call on me, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive.
supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. A good time. Don't stop me now. A good time. I don't wanna stop at all.
Vibes, how we doing? We are still rocking right now. Can't eject the vibes. Let's go. Hey.
Seeing that you're close to me, living out that truth. My heart belongs to you. That's all right. Worlds could end around me, somewhere that I can't see. You and me were meant to be. That's all I'm running with. Friends come, friends may go. All friends will I know. Just like you don't know all about it.
Check, check. How we feeling right now? Let's go.
Stars that shine, make a wish like 3 times. Dreams come true, it's in the mind. That's all right with me. Your wish is my command. Never thought for nothing. Forget me, my best friend. That's all right with me. Friends, come, friends, my friends, come on. I know just have to show you're all right with me.
Drop top Porsche, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat, got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the ground like, hey. Hit that Lil Jon, okay, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping up in this game.
Keep this energy up. Let's keep the energy up right now. Make sure you guys donate. Be Great Camden. Let's go. 243-725.
That white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bout that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Keep the energy up. Keep the energy up.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, hey, hey.
Keeping it classic. Let's go.
Just rising now. Power is the force that makes it high.
All right. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap once if you can hear me. 2 times if you're quiet. 2 times if you're quiet. Welcome everyone to our 20th anniversary at the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. I am the CEO, LaToya Spencer. It is an honor for me to be speaking to you guys. 20 years standing, the foundation has been set, and I'm more than willing to take it on to the future. But before we do, we need to give a blessing. And then after that, we're gonna give you a tour of the club. Miss Dawn Garlick.
Good evening, everyone, those who are at home and those who are watching us. We ask at this time that you bow your heads as we say a blessing. Father God, we come before you just thanking you for this day. We thank you, God, for 20 years of youth empowerment and development here at the Boys and Girls Club in Camden, New Jersey. We thank you for every volunteer, every board member, every child, every alumni, every sponsor, every staff person, everyone in the community and the surrounding area that made this evening special. We thank you for those who even went before us that's no longer here on this side of earth, God, of this side, God. But we thank you right now for a night of joy, peace, love, celebration. We pray for all families, God. We pray for all children, God. We just thank you for a night of celebration. And without you, God, we would not have been here tonight. So as we sit back, relax, some may cry, some may laugh, we want to thank you for 20 years of service. I pray these prayers in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hi, friend. Welcome to the club. Hey, Miss Ashley.
Hey, are you ready for a check?
Yeah. Hi, Miss Vanessa.
Good morning, Noah. Would you like a snack?
Yes.
Nice and healthy.
What's up, Noah?
I don't need the ones that are here. I need the ones that are.
Hi, Noah. Good morning, Miss Kayla. How are you? Good.
Just make sure we wash our hands before we go upstairs.
Okay. Are you ready to learn? Thank you for coming to the club. See you later. Muchas gracias por venir al club. Te veo. Bye.
Got a feeling it's a good day. 5 bars on the Wi-Fi. I'm so happy I can't lie. Got a cut, feel extra fly. I'm so excited, I'm tongue-tied. Found a Franklin on the floor. I brought out the corner store. No dishes, no chores. That's a good day, for sure.
Feel like my birthday. Feel like a snow day. Yeah, basically it was a good day.
Come on in, we're gonna make some delicious Tito's beverages. What's up? My name's Bree. I work at the Tito's Distillery, and today we're gonna be making a Tito's American Mule. So I'll just do a little bit of ice. I always do Tito's first, so kind of an eyeball pour. Some ginger beer. Most of the time it's half and half. Half Tito's, half ginger beer. I like to spice it up. I add a little bit of jalapeno, and then I squeeze a lime wedge. To make it really pretty, I'll add a little garnish, and that's how I make it. That's a Tito's American Mule. Really delicious.
Hi everybody, my name is Ashley. I'm the head registrar here at the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. I started attending the club when I was about 10 years old, maybe 10 or 11 years old, which then led me to complete the Job Ready program when I turned 16. Getting hired as a youth worker was so much fun. I got to assist with so many programs and so many different tasks. Some of the tasks were like sign language or homework help or smart moves, anything that involved movement or extracurricular activities. I was always the person to call. After I turned 18, I got hired as a program staff. After I got hired as a program staff, I was involved in so many more activities at the front desk. I was assisting the CEO and the COO at the time with different clerical duties. I got to help members with so many things, and then I got to help staff, so I was really, really happy about that. Outside of working, I really like to spend time with my son. I have a 4-year-old son. Keeps me going. And I also love to travel. If you know me, you know I love to travel. Something about the Boys and Girls Club that I really, really like is that it provides a safe environment for children to attend. We have kids that come back after attending 10 years ago or 15 years ago that just come back and give back all the time. It's such a blessing.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Bernadette Shanahan, and I'm the CEO of this amazing and wonderful organization. I'm honored and humbled to be here tonight to thank you for coming out to help us celebrate 20 years of service to these amazing young people. I want to take the opportunity to thank many wonderful people who came out to make this evening a success. But first, I'd like to make a special thank you to the amazing, wonderful, can-do attitude Sabina Maynard-Rome, the Gala Committee, and our entire board. However, we would not be here tonight without the amazing, amazing efforts of our club staff, who are truly the men in the arena. I wish I had more time tonight to share with you everything that I'm so grateful for and thankful for, but I don't have time. I want to thank the thousands and hundreds of people who came out to bring this club to life and to help us grow. But since I don't have the time, I'm going to let others speak for me. You are in for a special treat because one of our honorary co-chairs came out to support us tonight, Mr. Adam Malamut, and you're going to hear from him in just a minute. After our co-chairs welcome and introduction, we're going to be sharing an amazing video from our friends from Alchemy X, who highlighted 3 of our very special friends and alumni. So sit back, relax, maybe sip one of the beverages that you just made, enjoy the next few minutes, and celebrate our past, our present, and our future.
Hi everyone, my name is Adam Malamut, and it is with great pleasure and an honor for me to welcome you to our 20th anniversary celebration of the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. 20 years. I know you're looking right now saying, there's no way that guy's been around for 20 years. He's way too young looking. But I served as the board president and the board chair from 2007 to 2012. And together with my honorary co-host, Rob Curley, the Boys and Girls Club is something that we call our home as well. The Boys and Girls Club of Camden County has provided services to at-risk youth for 20 years, and we have served tens of thousands of children. We have provided a safe haven for tens of thousands of children that, but for the club, would not have had a place to go necessarily after school where they could do their homework, participate in programs, have mentorships, participate in sports, participate in good productive activities, have a healthy snack, and form friendships that become lifelong. I, for one, can tell you that I've had an honor to serve with amazing people. It starts, and you're all familiar with this, Lewis Katz. Lewis Katz had the vision to bring the Boys and Girls Club to Camden County, bring it to the city of Camden, where he was born, he was raised, and just like my mother and my family, the city of Camden was a very special place that provided so much to so many. And Lewis had the vision to give back. At the inception of the club, at the very beginning, he enlisted the support of his friend, my mentor, Randy Primus, who was our first board chair. And prior to me trying to fill part of Randy's big shoes, Randy was able to help move the needle to get the club off the ground, gain the community's trust, and participate in what we believe is the preeminent youth service organization in the region. It couldn't be done without others. This club has been built on the backs of volunteers, and I apologize if I don't include everybody, but I just need to mention a few people. I've mentioned my co-host Rob Curley, who has selflessly served, but outside of Lewis and Randy, I worked alongside amazing people like Brenda Bacon. I worked with Susan Asbell, Ron Dubrow. These are people who never said no. Senator Troy Singleton, who not only was a board member, but was also a donor, and also somebody who to this day continues to keep the Boys and Girls Club at the forefront of his mind, and has helped raise resources and awareness of the great programs that are provided. The Boys and Girls Club continues to thrive because of people like you. It is our attendees tonight that will help to not only keep the Boys and Girls Club on the path that it is on, but create the sustainability for it to serve thousands of children, thousands of young people in the future. There's no greater testimonial than our young people, our at-risk youth, who come through our program, come back, become youth workers, leave and go to college, many of whom never thought that they would attend college, but leave and go to college, come back from college, and end up either volunteering or becoming full-time employees of the club. I'm hoping that tonight you'll have an opportunity to learn about some of those stories. If not, I promise you, I'm always happy to share those stories. Those stories are, in my mind, some of the most inspiring. My children, many of you probably feel the same way about your children. I'll do anything for them. I will provide opportunities for them. Together with my wife, Nicole, who gets credit for introducing me to the club after Randy Primus had pulled her in and got her engaged. Our commitment is to give these same opportunities that we give to our children, give these same opportunities to children that are at risk or perhaps don't have the same means that live either within the city of Camden or in bordering towns. What we do is so important. What we do is we take children, the Boys and Girls Club takes children who have unlimited potential. They have the same potential as you and I, and we give them the resources to help them realize their potential. So I assure you that what you're doing tonight and your support tonight is meaningful. I'm not going to take up any more of your time now, but I promise to check back in later. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and I hope you understand more of what the Boys and Girls Club is about, and we welcome your involvement and your participation. I want to thank you for coming out tonight, and thank you for your support. I hope you have a nice evening.
Good evening. I am Rob Curley, the South Jersey Market President at TD Bank, and I'm thrilled to be here this evening as an honorary chair with my good friend Adam Malamut. Back in the year 2000, I met with our founders, Louis Katz and Randy Primus, in an abandoned vacant lot on Park Boulevard in Camden. As we stood there, they explained with great enthusiasm that they were going to build a multi-million-dollar, state-of-the-art Boys and Girls Club on that dilapidated, overgrown lot, and they told me that my bank was going to finance it. These were very passionate and convincing men that are very hard to say no to. But as a banker, I knew I had a major challenge ahead of me. a dream of a startup nonprofit requesting a multi-million-dollar loan. Thankfully, we believed in them and their dream, and we provided the initial financing to start up the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. During the process of putting that deal together, I learned a lot about the Boys and Girls Club, and I realized the impact this club would have on the city. So I asked to be considered as a board member. At first, I was excited about sitting at the table with a great group of influential people who cared passionately about the city and its children. But very quickly, I realized this was a much bigger opportunity than networking with the who's who of South Jersey. It was an opportunity to make an impact in the lives of children who needed a reason to have hope for a bright future. The theme of this evening's event is Be Great. I have spent some time thinking about what it means to be great, and while I certainly don't consider myself great, I do consider myself fortunate. There's a big difference between fortunate and great. I was fortunate that I was born to two loving parents and to have spent a lot of time with my incredible grandparents, all who made a positive impact on me in some way. I was fortunate to grow up in Marlton, which although it's only 9 miles away from Camden, it's far different than growing up in Camden. I was fortunate that my parents made sure I received a great education and that I graduated from Penn State debt-free. I was fortunate that I was offered a job at a dynamic South Jersey-born business, Commerce Bank, which became TD Bank, that has given me an amazing career for the past 31 years. I was fortunate that my career led me to meet many great community and business leaders like Louis Katz, Randy Primus, Susan Asbell, Ron Dubrow, and our first CEO, Milford Liss, that gave me the opportunity to get involved in our club and give back. All these things collectively have helped form who I am today, and I'm sure many of us here tonight have similar stories and backgrounds that we just take for granted. The children in Camden are not as fortunate. Many of them don't have positive influences in their lives, and many of them don't even have hope for a bright future. Many don't even know what to hope for, as all they know is poverty, despair, violence, and drugs. A very tough way to grow up. However, Camden is fortunate to have the Boys and Girls Club, and our club kids are fortunate to have a great staff that gives so much time and energy to improve lives. They are also fortunate to have people like all of you listening tonight who support our club so we can help these kids be great. Thank you to our board for all that you do to keep our club moving forward. Thank you, Sabina, and our entire Boys and Girls Club staff. Thank you to all the successful alumni of our club that remind us of why we are involved. And special thanks to our longtime leader, who has been here since almost the beginning 20 years ago, Bernadette Shanahan. All of you are really great.
Make sure you guys donate. Let's go. Energy up.
I can't read about it. Burns the skin from your eyes. I'll do fine without it. Here's when you don't compromise.
It's an anniversary celebration right now.
The
Boys and Girls Club of Camden, this is how we doing it. Let's go.
We must bring salvation back where there is love. I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to you. I'll have faith in all you do. Just call my
good time. I feel alive. And the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision.
Are you gonna show me? Am I gonna do like one of those reaction things?
You mean like this?
Oh my god!
I'm rolling. Mark?
Oh my god.
So, let's talk about inspiration.
Inspiration.
What inspires you?
Well, you mean now? Well, I guess I'll have to stay in my dreams. I really do want to succeed in life. My name is Becky Batista. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. 16 years old and a junior at Camden County Technical School, majoring in banking and finance.
So, Max, what's the most important thing you think you've learned here?
Well, I think the most important thing I've learned here was honesty,
Why is that important to you?
because you shouldn't be mad at
My feet touch the ground now, too. In that video, my feet were swinging.
Oh, wow. They are all grown now, close to it. It is extremely important now for me to be a part of the Boys and Girls Club because the generation after me, the people in the community that see me daily, they can look at me as inspiration or a role model to say, hey, if Mr. Pat can do it, I can do it as well. I look at that video and I just, just blessed to one, still be able to talk about the video today, 10 years later. And then two, just to see all the amazing kids and the amazing people that was here during that time. That, they've moved on, they're growing, they're starting their lives as young people.
That was so inspiring to see because sometimes you need a reminder. Sometimes you need a reminder of how far you've come. And I know that I have so much more to do in this world, and you should send me that.
At least maybe once a week I reference the club or youth development in some shape, form, or fashion. But it's also ingrained in me to talk about it to others. And I don't want to get too holy, but almost like preach the gospel of the Boys and Girls Clubs to other people. So
I'm a sophomore at Rowan College of South Jersey. I'm taking business management, full-time classes, and still playing basketball. So yes, I still am playing basketball.
So since leaving the Boys and Girls Club, I have earned a Bachelor's of Science degree from Stockton University in accounting. I am now a 3L at Rutgers Law School in Camden, where I am on track to graduate in December of this year and take the bar in 2022. I have a toddler. She's 3 years old. She keeps me busy. So I live a busy life. I live a busy life.
Since I left, I went back to school. I just received my master's. I'm currently employed at the University of Pennsylvania. Last time we talked, I was getting engaged. Now we're married 9 years in, and we have a wonderful, beautiful baby boy, William, who's 2 years old.
I know where my interests are, and my interest lies in helping the inner city community. My interest lies in helping the Hispanic community and giving back.
A lot of the counselors here, when I was coming up, they always had our best interests. Like, they always looked out for us, no matter what it was, how far they had to go out their way.
Those 12 years made me the person I am today. It gave me a sense of purpose to be productive, caring, responsible citizen.
My journey here, my experience here, taught me to align myself with people who have your best interest. And that's what you take from here. Because outside of the clubhouse, I didn't have that.
It takes a village to raise a young kid, so they helped me come a long way, and they've helped me become who I am today.
They say if you can teach young people and deal with young people, you can work with any adult. But I know I wouldn't be the thoughtful person that I am, the caring person that I am, if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club.
I want you to give your time, in addition to your money. I want you to give your time. I want you to come and meet these kids. I want you to know their stories.
The youth really need that extra safety net.
I think that's why we do videos like this, so we can remind people, like, hey, this needs to continue. But I think that people need to also just keep in mind that it's just not a place where people get homework help and where kids come and do these different activities. And the Boys and Girls Club is a family.
The club opens up the doors for these young people to see that there's more out there in this world that you could strive to be.
Congratulations to the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County on 20 years.
Congrats.
Congratulations to the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County on 20 years of inspiring the youth and community of Camden City. Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Jason Rivera, and I am a proud board member of the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. I'm thrilled to support this organization, an organization committed to helping children and youth learn how to use education as a transformative tool. Through programs focused on education and career development, leadership and character development, sports, the arts, and other recreational activities, the club is helping young people learn how to change their lives and the lives of their families. The work of the club resonates with me because when I was a young child, I was like many of the children that the club serves. And because of organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, I learned the incredible value and power of education. It is why I stand here now as the Vice Chancellor of Student Academic Success at Rutgers University Camden, and why I know that the work that the club is doing will impact the lives of the children and youth being served by the club. I know this too because when I talk with children and youth at the club, especially those who are a little older, and they're able to tell me the way the club is helping them deal with some of their own challenges, personally, socially, the way the club is helping them grapple with some of the challenges plaguing our society today, some of the racial injustices, the political turmoil. Those are incredible tools that will really help these young people learn how to change our world, and in the process, change their lives and the lives of their families. I'm thrilled to support this organization and deeply committed to continuing to do all I can to make sure that it continues to serve the Camden County population of youth and children. I hope you'll join me. The work that they're doing is transformational, but it is only sustainable if they continue to receive generous support. So please, dig deep. Think about what you can commit and contribute to supporting work that will help youth not only chart a pathway to change their lives and the lives of their families, but ultimately change our world. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm Adam Malamutt. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is a very special place to myself, to my family, and to so many people who have had the opportunity to benefit from the services of the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. Jason Rivera, thank you. I cannot stress enough the message that he just conveyed. We need everybody here to participate, dig deep. There's no greater way for us to provide the services to the young people and for us to salute and continue the tradition of the founding families who you're about to hear from. So please, as you're listening, as you're watching, as you're tuned in, please consider making a contribution. Thank you.
20 years ago, I had an opportunity to come to Camden and interview for the executive director's
I threw it at the end. I didn't like that.
Coming to Camden gave me the opportunity also to meet some very dedicated people who really wanted to see the city that they love, Camden, improve, but very skeptical of whether or not we were able to be successful. You know, the first person really that I met was Lewis Katz, you know, who had written on a napkin, you know, his hopes of creating a Boys and Girls Club. But he was able to bring together a lot of young other people who had the same commitment to Camden that he did. You know, meeting them and working with many of the original board members was very enlightening, very fulfilling. You know, we met the Malamutes, you know, Nicole, Adam, you know, who brought their talents and their commitment to the Boys and Girls Club and began the improvement, you know, of the Boys and Girls Club. Randy Primus, who many of you know, was my backbone through the initial stages of putting together the club and putting together the concept and getting the funding for the demonstration project, now known really as the East Camden Clubhouse. The Aspels, you know, Sam, Susan, you know, Susan, who was instrumental in developing the relationship with the club, and Bethel, you know, became a Thanksgiving dinner, which many of us, you know, participated in. She helped develop other fundraising activities, and I sorely miss her. Ron Dubrow, he was the calming influence at the Boys and Girls Club. You know, anytime we had a difficult decision, a difficult time, Ron would make it very calming, so the decisions were relatively easy. You know, and the dedication of these board members, or all the board members, made it possible, A, to build the Parkside Club, and B, build the East Camden Club. You know, without them, it would not happen. And a special thanks to Brenda Bacon. You know, she helped put us on the map with a gala at the Borgata that virtually none of us who had the opportunity to attend will ever forget. You know, but that drive, the dedication, the commitment that all these board members showed. You know, we have Rob Curley, who's still involved, you know, with TD Bank and the club. You know, again, you know, this is 20 years and he's still involved. It's a testament to their dedication, their commitment, and their belief in the club now that it can make a difference in the lives of young people in Camden. And then you look at the staff that I had an opportunity to work with. You know, Darren McCarthy, he was the first staff unit director. Bernadette Shanahan, my right hand, my left hand, sometimes my brain, you know, but she was and is the backbone for that club, you know, and the success we had was substantially due to her hard work and commitment to the club. Keisha Wright, who's no longer with us, our first education director, Sandra Young, who overcame many obstacles in order to provide the services at the club, you know, and truly committed. Patrick Falk, who was a club member, and became a staff member, who helped establish relationships in Camden for the club, which helped us to thrive. Dawn Garlick, again, an individual that, gave her all to the children in Camden. Every one of these staff dedicated their lives and made substantial sacrifices in order to actually provide the services to the children in Camden. And it's on their backs and the board's back, that the successes came. When you remember, for those of us that were there in the beginning, we had a dedication. Ashley Adams and Jameer Pitts. They were attendees at the Brick Lane, at the club at Parkside. Both of them have graduated from college and are now teachers in Camden. Becky Santiago, who has graduated, working on her law degree, and will become a lawyer, there's no question. Jennifer Dumas, who's now got her PhD and is looking toward going on to law school. Lena Cohn, who has her master's degree now, has published 2 books and is an international speaker. And a lot of you know Lena. She spoke at many of our events. But they're a testament of what can be done. It's not a question of can it be done. It's a question of how much can we do and how many young people can we impact in a positive way and give them the opportunity to have the same success that many of our past young people have had. And all I want to do is say thank you to the people of the board, the supporters that continue to support the club and allow it to thrive under very challenging conditions. But understand, all those efforts that you put in have definitely improved the lives of thousands of children in Camden. I thank you. Have a great gala. Looking forward to a live gala that I can attend. And God bless you. Thank you.
I guess it was 20 years ago when we were sitting in the dining room and we got a call from Lewis Katz, who wanted to speak to Susan, not to me. And Lewis said that to Susan, I want you to meet me tomorrow. He said, I think I have something that you and Sam will like. Anyway, we went and we had the meeting, and I remember Izzy Steinberg was there. There were a lot of different people. I believe Alan Vogelson was there. And this was back in the day, and Lewis came up with this concept for a Boys and Girls Club. And I mean, he had visions. And the question was, everybody has to go along with that vision. And you can see today what the vision was. And the vision has borne fruit that's unbelievable. And it started at, Ron Dubrow and many people that were involved that are not here with us today, excuse me, were very important in the concept and making that vision work. And I mean, the meetings and the repartee that went on and the argument and fighting that went on over the Christmas presents and things of that nature, I look back nostalgically and how much fun it was, and the battles that took place, and the bickering between Susan and Ron. And it was just fun to be back there then. And it's just as much fun to be here today because that vision has, as I said, has grown and borne fruit that's just beyond everyone's imagination back 20 years ago. I mean, the number of children that have benefited and the number of people that have become involved is just, to me, extremely important. I'm going to pass the baton off to Stacy.
My first involvement at the Boys and Girls Club was when my mom, Susan, asked me to come and help with the Thanksgiving dinner that she was planning. Hardly anybody was involved. She did most of the cooking, created the menu, and I really had no experience with the Boys and Girls Club or anything there. And when I went to the dinner after we helped cook the meal, I was just absolutely blown away and so honored to be able to meet the club members, meet their families, and feel a sense of community with the club and everyone there. And I really got to see what an integral part the club is to the community and how much good that it does. So I was so happy that both my parents were involved, that they opened our eyes up to the club and everything the club does.
Right. And then after Susan's passing, I wanted to continue her involvement in the club, so I joined as a board member. And I really wasn't really sure what I was going to do on the board or what my direction was going to be. And then I was invited to participate in the Youth of the Year Award competition. And I was just immediately so blown away by how bright and talented these young students were, and so impressed with the essays and the way they presented themselves. So much so that I was able to very easily convince my brother Brett and we created a scholarship program for the club where we send now the winner of the Youth of the Year Award in conjunction with Rowan University gets a 4-year scholarship to Rowan University. So it's something that I was very proud of, and I also am so proud that this platform of being involved in this board has allowed us to start another initiative where we're bringing law enforcement to get together with the community, and we're creating events at the club to bring law enforcement to get to know the kids and vice versa. And we're so excited that our goal is to hopefully have some meaningful dialogue between to bring the community closer together, and that's one of the things that the board allows me to do, and I find it extremely rewarding. And I have lots of other ideas, and hopefully in the next few years the club will continue to challenge me and I'll continue to challenge the board. So
yeah, and going off of what all the amazing things about the Boys and Girls Club that everyone else said, and all the amazing things about my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother being so involved and growing up with Bernadette and all the kids, and I thought it was really great. And this past year I started a fundraiser with my school where a toy drive where it was in the beginning of the pandemic, and I mean, everyone was stuck inside, and now that it was going to be summer, everyone was going to be outside, and I thought it was a really great idea. If everyone can't congregate, then we should donate toys so everyone can at least occupy themselves in small gatherings. And I was just blown away with the amount of donations we got from my school, from my community, and I needed like 7 of my friends to bring everything to the club, and it was just really great. And
and my truck.
Yes, and your truck.
So the club has really helped bring our family together in community and giving back to the community. But I really think, though, when you look back at the 20 plus years that we've been involved, we think the Boys and Girls Club gave more to us than we gave to it. So thank you very much.
Good evening. I want to begin by congratulating the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County on their 20th anniversary. I am sure that you will agree that it never ceases to amaze how quickly time does pass. The year was 1999, and my father, Louis Katz, was in the process of completing the sale of a family business. As you can imagine, we were all working hard and diligently to see this project to completion. What I later came to realize was that Louis and my mother, Margie, had other things on their mind. They had spent the better part of their lives figuring out ways to give back to the children of Camden. Whether it was working with Monsignor Doyle, whether it was working with Reverend Jones, whether it was working with the Camden Diocese, they wanted to make a difference, and they did. But it was never enough. With the sale of the business, they saw an opportunity to make a difference in a much more significant and direct way. But there is more to the story. One of Lewis's best friends was a beautiful human being and philanthropist by the name of Ray Chambers. For years, Lewis would MC the annual Boys and Girls Club of Newark annual gala, an organization that was at the core of Ray Chambers' life. Lewis saw in that organization and his friends' decades of involvement the vehicle he wanted to use to give the kids of Camden something they didn't have, which was a place to go after school and feel safe, a place to get help with their schoolwork and have the opportunity to recreate securely and safely. For those of you who are watching this video who knew my father, you know that when he got something in his mind, he wouldn't stop until he saw that that something was completed. He was like a dog on a bone. He developed a dream of having a magnificent Boys and Girls Club in the neighborhood where he grew up, where he went to synagogue and to high school. From that point forward, he organized his friends from the neighborhood, educators he grew up with, public officials he had worked with in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York, business and corporate leaders from all over the tri-state region. The end result was the creation of the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. He didn't do it alone. He had a lot of help. He recruited Milford Liss, who recruited Bernadette, and the board had grown from Lewis's neighborhood friends to many, many prominent individuals who still serve today. My family is so proud of the work that our parents did and the work of all of you who continue to give back to Camden in such a meaningful and wonderful way. Your ongoing efforts have given the children of Camden a sense of safety and a sense of belonging and a place to call their own. And it is a testament to your sense of goodness and purpose. On behalf of my late parents and my family, thank you. You are helping to keep Lewis's dream alive. And as I finish my remarks today, I would be remiss if I didn't remember some other very, very special people who made such a difference in the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County who are no longer with us. And I can't help but think of Susan Asbell, Ron Dubrow, Alan Vogelson, and Randy Primus. Thank you all for making tonight such a special night, and thank you for making such a difference in the lives of those kids who need it the most. God bless.
Happy 20th, Boys and Girls Club. I am Jennifer Dubrow Weiss. I am the daughter of a past president, Ron Dubrow, who was so proud of the Boys and Girls Club, of the work that gets done there, of the lives that are touched, and of each and every boy and girl who came, who did something to make a difference in their community, who learned and found ways in which to empower others and make a difference. And he was so proud of each and every one of you for what you did each and every day. I want to give a huge shout out to Bernadette. You are amazing. And the way you have changed lives and improved lives for so many people, it's tremendous. Susan Asbell was the person, and Lewis Katz, who got my father involved many years ago. And being involved with the Boys and Girls Club was something that was innate inside them. It was something that they wanted so badly, and something they enjoyed and put their blood, sweat, and tears into. And that's a legacy. So to all the boys and girls at the Boys and Girls Club, I want to say, continue with that legacy. Make a difference in someone else's life. And never stop telling the stories of how you learned something or had an experience or met a friend. That's what this world needs, is for us to continue the legacies that you are all starting. So thank you. Happy 20th, and can't wait to celebrate 20 more years again and again and again.
Hi, my name is Imani. I attend Rowan College. I'm an education major, and I've been working at the Boys and Girls Club for about 6 years now. I started off as a club kid. I went through the job ready program with Ms. Dawn, and Mr. Pett hired me. I've been here ever since. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Hopefully, one day I'll even become a director. But most importantly, I love what I do. I love to give back to my community. I love helping kids. I'm just very passionate when it comes to children. Like, that's what I desire. Like, I love helping others. And working at the Boys and Girls Club, I feel like that's something that I can do because that's what my mentors did for me. Mr. Pat, Miss Dawn, Miss Latoya, Mr. Rasan, they were all there. And I can't forget about my coworkers that was closer to me, Miss Ashley, Portia. Like, they were like family. It's no other way to put it. Boys and Girls Club is family, it's home, it's my safe place, a place where my parents didn't have a problem with me going to. Like, yes, mommy, you ain't doing nothing today. Like, why you ain't at the Boys and Girls Club? All right, let's go. Like, that's just somewhere that I can never forget. They molded me, they helped me pave the way. There's no other way that I can thank y'all. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for helping me on my journey.
All right, guys. Are we having a good time? Because I know I am. Man, look at those videos. The memories. Well, guys, we are at $115,721. Great job. I got a mission for you guys. Over the next break, the set of videos, I need for you guys to get us to 120,000. Now let's keep in mind our goal is 155, but over the break, we're just gonna get to 120, at least for our 20th anniversary, right? Look at this great jersey, signed by Embiid. All right, let's get those numbers up. All right, Miss B.
All right. Thank you, Latoya.
You're welcome.
Good job. I mean, can we ask for a better hype person than someone that actually runs the program here at the club with these amazing kids? So I don't want to sound too much like a telethon, but let's raise that money. Come on, everyone. So as we know, we are celebrating our 20 years. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely loved hearing from our founding families and our very first CEO. And I know you caught me a little bit emotional the first time, but for sure I'm super excited right now because I have one of the best jobs in the world. In a few moments, you're going to hear from our very, very best spokespeople. These are the folks that have demonstrated just how very, very important it is to have a mentor, to have a guide, to have a role model, and to have a champion in their lives. They're just a small number of our best and brightest, and they have made a difference in lives already. So get ready to hear how the club shaped their lives. I promise you, they are champions and they will continue to be great. So I'm going to ask you to sit back, enjoy hearing from some of our club youth of the year. Thanks to you, they each had a safe place to learn, to grow with those positive role models we spoke of. And right after the amazing young people you're going to hear from, you'll get to hear from a man that I have grown to love and appreciate for his hard work, because Mr. Peter Hecht, our board chair, about a year and a half ago said yes to step forward and accept the chairman's gavel from Rob Curley. So bid up, make some donations, and enjoy this next segment.
Happy 20-year anniversary, guys. What a journey. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena Cohen-Hawkins, and I joined the club at the young age of 14. I was a part of the inaugural chapter, and I was also the 2004 Youth of the Year. I stand today as an international speaker, a 3-time author, and a business consultant. And after seeing a lot of what happened last year, I decided to go back to corporate and lend my expertise in the field of diversity and inclusion. Now, I wouldn't have any of these accolades, any of these awards, and all this success if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club. I tried to do this video probably about 50 times now, because the club has done so much for me. It's hard to just pull it all in and tell you guys what the club means to me, because it's family, it's home, and it's a journey. But I do have a few stories that stick out. Number one, building resilience when I failed my lifeguarding test. And James and AP, the Palacio brothers, they pushed me, they trained me, and they told me that I could do it. They believed in me, and I ended up passing the test, and I remember how proud I was. Muff. His name, he's a legend. He's our hero. He's our father figure. Just him teaching me tenacity when I was in my darkest times of being in an abusive relationship, having 5 deaths in 1 year, dropping out of college. I remember he would not let me give up on myself. He pushed me and he challenged me to get back enrolled in school. And I did. I ended up graduating with honors, and I'm so thankful for his leadership, his mentorship, and him being a father figure to many of us. And then just courage in public speaking. I didn't know I was going to be a public speaker, but being the 2004 Youth of the Year, I got to travel, write speeches. And can you imagine at 17 getting up in front of hundreds of people and talking about who you are and where you come from and your personal life experiences? It freed me, and it taught me that I can do anything and be anything. So I'm just so excited to celebrate this time with you all. And one thing that I remember when I needed that extra boost, I remember Muff saying, when you get older and you have the opportunity to give back, you make sure that you do the same thing. So to celebrate this 20-year anniversary, I'm excited to donate $2,500 to a student that may need that extra push. So thank you all for allowing me to share this time with you. I appreciate everything the club has done. Thank you to the leadership. Thank you to the board. Thank you for everybody who has kept this organization going. I love this organization. It's a huge part of my life, and I wish you guys all the best in another 20 years of success.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Rodriguez. I am the 2020 Youth of the Year of the Boys and Girls Club of Camden, and I also attend Rowan University, where I was happily gifted with a full ride from the MHS Lift Foundation. I attended the Boys and Girls Club about 3 years ago, and I started through the Job Ready program. And I remember this one memory where it was during the interview process, and this was 3 years ago. And throughout the interview process, we were doing like wacky things like singing, dancing, and the last test was a race against my friends that were actually in the club with me. And they were saying if whoever wins would eventually work here. I ran so fast. I literally was out of breath, literally running for my mic just to work here. And for all Miss Latoya to say, you all guys are working here, and literally laugh in our face. It was so crazy and funny. But just like that, like a couple weeks later, we were all family. They're like brother and sister to me. Literally, Miss Latoya is there for me no matter what. I literally would just call her just to talk to her. I literally would just stop by at the club just to volunteer, just to be with my coworkers, because they're like family. I remember last year I did my 1,000 points in my high school, and Miss Latoya and Miss Elizabeth Campbell was there on the stands cheering me on, literally screaming for their mics with their little posters. So happy just for me to achieve that accomplishment. I even came back to the club with a huge bulletin board of me and 1,000 points and all different pictures and facts just about me, just because I scored my 1,000 points. The little things like that really makes a family here. They really make it feel like you belong here no matter what. And I was a part of the LGBT community, and they literally helped me every step of the way, just so I won't feel like I'm an outcast or anything. In my speech last year for the Youth of the Year, it was so hard for me to say that I was gay, and it was crazy. Miss Bernadette literally would pulled me aside and everything, saying, "You're not feeling confident. Are you okay that you don't want to say that? Is it okay?" Even I struggle now, and she literally will put me down and tell me, "Are you okay? Are you okay to say this? We don't want to pressure you to say something that you're not." And like that, it's like they're really there for you no matter what. And that's what makes the Boys and Girls Club family.
As we keep on, make sure you guys donate. Be Great Camden. 243-725. Make sure y'all donate. This is the anniversary celebration right now. Let's go. Let's keep the energy up.
Joanna, you're busy, body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Give it to you do me like Joanna, Joanna. How you do me like Joanna, Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna. Hey Joanna, Joanna. Ay. Give it to them. Joanna, you bad, you don't need no likes. Give it to them.
As we keep on, keeping the mix going. Good vibes to everybody, that's how we doing it. Boys and Girls Club, let's go.
Hello, hi, my name is Ryan Reynolds, and to share that the Boys and Girls Club has meant so much to me. It has been a pivotal thing in my life, place in my life. I've created lifelong friends, and it has instilled some of the root to who I am and why I have become the businesswoman and entrepreneur that I am today. People such as Patrick Falk and Miss Dawn Garlick have really implemented things in my life that I will never forget. They helped me see me when I couldn't see me. They saw things in me and always encouraged me and inspired me to be more and challenging me, even in those moments where I challenged them. And that is so amazing. And I could tell you one thing that I'll always remember that Miss Dawn said to me, and that is, when you speak, people listen to you. And so with that said, in my journey and who I am becoming now is guiding me to speak and share my story on a level that I know for sure will change many lives. So I want to just thank you for that, Miss Dawn, and all the other people who played a part in my journey from being a camper to a CIT to a junior counselor and being able to participate in the scholarship programs. And that's so amazing, you know, for those opportunities to have been created at such a time and instilling some of the most valuable things that I carry with me to this day. So thank you so much to the Boys and Girls Club, and continue to do what you're doing.
Hi, my name is Sabina Maynard-Rome, and I work with the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. I love kids, and I'm very passionate about them succeeding. The kids in Camden are so talented. They are smart, they are creative, they're caring and kind, just like kids everywhere else. I believe we make a difference in the lives of these kids here in Camden, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. Please give, join me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Peter Hecht, and I'm currently president of the Boys and Girls Club in Camden County. I have been so for the last 18 months. I've been a member of the board for over 10 years and served on various committees and various positions in the board. I was introduced to the Boys and Girls Club by Dan Gottlieb. He introduced myself and the late Steve Burkett. Steve was chief judge of municipal court in Camden County, and Steve and Dan and I were extremely friendly. When I first went to my first meeting and my first event with the club, it was like love at first sight. I had the opportunity to meet the late Susan Asbell, and Susan took me under her arm. As a matter of fact, she would always insist that I sit next to her at board meetings, and she would make her comments and make me laugh. As far as any other mentors or people that I admire in the club, my greatest admiration is for Bernadette, LaToya, and the entire staff at the Boys and Girls Club. To watch the interaction between them and the children is truly amazing. The children look at them as mentors and examples on how to conduct their lives and their relationships. My hobbies, I just retired, so that's my major hobby, although I love golf, I love the gym, I love travel, and most importantly, I love being with the grandchildren. And soon we'll be there after this COVID experience passes us all. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for the kindness I received in life. And as such, I am very thankful and express that thanks in the ability to serve and provide assistance to the Boys and Girls Club in Camden. It has a special place in my heart and a lot of people's hearts on the board. I know that because I see their dedication and their support. I'm proud of all the fundraisers, the Sponsor a Child, which Susan had a hand in getting started, the golf outings, the gala, all of our events, because I get to see how not only the board and staff, but how the community supports us. My most favorite, though, is probably Thanksgiving, which Susan had a great deal to do with and got it off the ground. I love it so much because I'm allowed to have the job of handing out the plates to the kids and their families. And to have that interaction and see them and see the glow in the eyes of the parents of how proud they are of their children is just an amazing experience. And for that, I'm extremely grateful for having that opportunity with the Boys and Girls Club.
It's great hearing from so many of my former colleagues. The time that I spent on this board, I made so many friends. I developed relationships, not just with fellow board members, but with staff members. You know, this past year, we talked a lot about change. We talked a lot about being the change, helping to create change. This has been a year that's been troubling from health issues to social justice issues. You know, there's no greater way to create change than participating tonight. Look, this is a gala. Let's be honest. We're all sitting here looking at YouTube. This isn't the way we typically celebrate. The way we typically celebrate is with these galas where we get to be in person, be social, break bread together. But we need to make the most of this, and we need to create an opportunity here that we can help affect change. During this year, so many people talked about what they wanted to do. Social media was blowing up. I'm going to help everybody. I want everybody to take a look, watch the thermometer. I'm going to ask that you participate. Right now, we're at $116,000. We are far from our goal, but I want to see what we can do right now in this moment to help reach our goal. So watch that thermometer go up. And please, dig deep. Like Jason Rivera said, dig deep. It's not that big of a lift with as many people as we have tuned into the needs of the club. Thank you.
Password. Come on in, let's make a drink. Hello, my name is Brian Plater. I'm VP of Finance and Business Operations here at Tito's, and I'm going to be making a Tito's lemonade soda. So we're going to start with the ice, add Tito's, about 1.5 ounces of vodka, and then the lemonade, maybe 2 times of vodka, get a little soda water. I like to add little fruit sometimes to make it interesting, a couple blueberries, a couple raspberries, give it a little color. Voila, Tito's lemonade soda.
Yeah. todos están pendientes a ti, pero tú puesta pa' mí, haciendo que me odien más, porque todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que no te dejas llevar de cualquiera, y todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que hoy yo te voy a buscar.
This one I better do with the jabba. Me, I no get time, I did that, Dada cover my face, calling me like bada. Biggie man, we know they wear a bada. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all depend. They can them, ride the boat. I know feet, die for nothing. Money, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all depend. They can them, ride the boat. I know feet,
It's hard to believe, right, that it's been 20 years since Louis Katz, our founder, tapped many of us on the shoulder and said, we've got to do something meaningful for the children of Camden. And he didn't mean just write a check, although I hope many people will write a check tonight. And he didn't mean have a meeting to talk about generational poverty or talk about the economic condition of Camden, but basically to get together and actually take each child and provide them with a safe place to be, to support their educational goals, to help them to develop dreams, and to encourage their parents. So as Louis was relentless, as I said, and so we got together, many of us here on this call tonight. I particularly remember Susan Asbell and Ron Dubrow and Joe Salima and many other people whose names you will remember, got together and we made it happen. And here we are 20 years later. And I have to say to Bernadette Shanahan, it is amazing what you've been able to do with the club, particularly during this very challenging time of the pandemic. So I want to say to everybody who had a part and will have a part in the growth of the Boys and Girls Club, we know that every child is unique. We know that we have made changes in people's lives, and not just those children's lives, the thousands we have touched, but also in their children and their children's children. So welcome to this wonderful event tonight, and thank you and happy anniversary.
Hello everyone, to the Boys and Girls Club, my family, the BGs, congratulations for 20 years of showing young people the direction, helping young people to be productive, caring, and responsible citizens. My name is Dawn Garlick, and my movement with the Boys and Girls Club began in 2005, where I started as a youth development director at the Parkside Clubhouse, working with the youth workers in the job readiness program. I can remember the days of the after-school program where we had young people were excited to play basketball and do homework help and power hour and doing arts and crafts. Then I remember being promoted to a program director. I left the club for a little bit, loved it so much, came back, and today I serve as a board member. Just many fond memories of our young people when I was an employee there, working hard and learning job skills and learning how to communicate and learning even from lessons when we had to write them up as well. But also remember when we took the Keystone Club to the Save the Four rally and experiences of going to the Borgata when there was the gala where they celebrated the Boys and Girls Club, and they took youth workers in a limousine ride with the after-school students and watching them care for the students as we went to this celebration. I can also remember the Youth of the Year trainings and mentoring and driving to Trenton with our young people as they competed for scholarships. And to see the young people today who have grown to be productive, caring, responsible citizens is just a blessing. Many have very lucrative careers, and they attest a lot of it to the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. And it's been such a blessing for me to be able to serve in the capacity of a board member and watch the legacy and the life of young people be transformed. There's so many wonderful, wonderful memories. I'm just so glad to have been a part of this dynamic organization right here in Kansas City. I want to tell you how much I love the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. With that, let me show you some of my shirts I've collected over the years. I can't let them go. I have the Torch Club jacket, great for when it rains. The Torch Club was a fun program. I have my nice summer camp shirt, love the blue. So I have all the shirts under the rainbow, but the one I love the best is this one, the 10 top muffisms. And the one I love the best of a phrase in the back, it says, if we don't care, who will? Thank you, Boys and Girls Club of Camden County, for 20 years of caring for our youth. God bless.
Hello, this is New Jersey State Senator Troy Singleton. But tonight, I'm just an alumni of the Boys and Girls Club. As a kid who grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, I know firsthand how it's changed lives and how much it's meant to all of us. As a former board member of the Boys and Girls Club in Camden, I know especially that this club does everything it can to change the lives of so many young folks. Your support here this evening will definitely make a difference in someone's life. I started as a Boys and Girls Club kid, and so many of us around this state and in this country have as well. All of us needed someone to believe in us. Thankfully for me, it was with the mentors that I had at the Boys and Girls Club. And with your support here today, you're going to be that spark for someone else. So thank you, God bless you, and enjoy your evening.
My name's Chuck Grimley, President and CEO of Grimley Financial. I've lived a very rich life and had many rewarding experiences. None any better than my experience with the Camden Boys and Girls Club, which spanned approximately 2 years as a board member and perhaps a decade in terms of being involved with various fundraisers and activities, special projects. The Camden Boys and Girls Club has made a difference with the lives of countless kids in so many beneficial ways. It's impossible to articulate that in terms of numbers. Just have made that, giving these kids a place to go after school, so they have an organized structure versus independent time, and all the programs with the kids has just made a massive difference in their lives. I encourage kids to develop and follow your passion, develop some interest, think entrepreneurial, develop different networks, be curious about life. It's been a great experience being associated with the Camden Boys and Girls Club, and I'm grateful and very thankful for every moment of it, and always talk about bigger and better things, even during the difficult economic times, we remain cognizant of the help that many organizations and nonprofits need, but certainly the Camden Boys and Girls Club is always close to our heart, and we talk to other people about joining in as donors and sponsors whenever we can. So it's been a blast. I'm tremendously grateful. I think it's impacted my family, and so hats off to Bern, Rob, and everybody. We appreciate it.
Good evening. It is my honor to be speaking to you tonight at this evening's gala. I have been privileged to be on the board of the Boys and Girls Club for over 20 years. I think back to my first board meeting. I was mystified by the passion and the energy in the room. To be honest, it took a few months before I really understood why these board members were so excited about what the club meant to the children of Camden. I think back to people like Susan Asbell, Muff Liss, Ron Dubrow, Randy Primus, and so many other people who were not just founders of the club, but they were inspirers. They inspired us to believe in the mission of the Boys and Girls Club. I'm very proud that I was honored by the Boys and Girls Club a few years ago. But really, it was my belief in the mission of the club that really brings me to board meetings every month. I remember once I looked into the eyes of one of the club members, and I could honestly see that we were taking these children out of harm's way. We were giving them hope, and we were giving them resources to survive in a very dangerous and difficult environment. I'm hoping that you will all explore the Boys and Girls Club and join me in giving back, not just to the children of Camden, but to the community as a whole. My family and I are grateful for the experience to be involved with the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Attention all club members. Guess what? We hit $120,000. Clap it up. Let's not forget that our goal is 150, and we still got a couple items left. Great 76ers ball right here, Ben Simmons. You heard me, Ben Simmons. 1,000 could get you $1 million. We got 3 different lotto trees waiting for you. And of course, this one from William Butler. Obama came to our city. He signed this exact painting. This is not the actual painting, but it's just like it, right? It's one of those printouts. So let's make sure that we reach in our pockets. We got some great gifts for you. It's a great exchange. Thank you, everybody, for your time and all your donations.
Hey, my name is Mayor Fontaine, and I'm a recording artist and an alumni for the Boys and Girls Club of Camden County. I feel like the club gave me an opportunity to be who I am and hone all of my creative skills. It also gave me an outlet pretty much from the streets and all of the craziness that might have been going on around me, and allowed me to become the person that I am today. So I just want to thank y'all for supporting the club and ask for your continued support, because it changed my life and I feel like it could change other people like me.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Did you
everyone.
enjoy tonight? Oh, Sabine, those precious people that we saw.
And
the
all
alumni.
the kids. It is all about the kids and the impact that we have made for these children, providing a safe place. And all of the alumni coming back and talking, and the past board members. What a great stroll down memory lane.
Awesome stroll. Thank God for masks. Hide the tears. Hide the tears.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for being such great donators, such great supporters. We want to thank all of our donors. Please stay tuned, and you'll see the program book so that you can see all of our donors. Also, thank you for bidding on the auction. We so appreciate it. Much love.
Much love, and it's not too late to give.
Thank you.
Let's keep this party going. Let's go now.
Was that okay?
Boys and Clubs Camden, let's get this energy up. Let's go. Showtime. This is the anniversary celebration. Let's go.
I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Englewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to get the color red, the blue. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out! Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly old friends. I cannot preach, I gotta show them how I can get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your
Let's keep this energy up. Let's keep this energy up. Boys and Girls Club, this is the anniversary party. DJ Aktive, let's go.
I'm the fucking man. Y'all don't get it, do you? Type of money, everybody acting like they know you. Go uptown, New York City.
Let's keep this energy up. Make sure you guys donate. Here's make sure y'all donate. Everybody got to donate. Make sure y'all text.
Women ain't much to do.
Be great,
Camden. Got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting brain from a thing. Ain't changed. How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid. We'll holler whenever that stop. My team good. We don't really need a mascot. Tell tune light one. Pass it like a relay. YMC and B. More YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico J and Chubb. Shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader. She know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her. Oh, that's how you feel, man. That's really how you feel. Cause the pimpin' nice cold. All just wanna chill. I mean, maybe she won't. Then again, maybe she will. I can almost guarantee she know the deal. Real nigga. Now she want a photo. You already know though. You only live once. That's the motto. Get YOLO and we bout it every day. Every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench. But we don't really play. Every day, every day. What anybody say. Can't see him, can't money in the way. Real way, real.
Make sure you guys donate. Let's go. Energy up.
I can't read about it. Burns the skin from your eyes. I'll do fine without it. As long as you don't compromise.
It's an anniversary celebration right now. Let's get this energy up. The Boys and Girls Club of Camden, this is how we doing it.